Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2012 Season 2 was special, and in this video you will see what makes Tmnt 2012 so special. The first episode followed right after the Season 1 season finale when the Turtles saved the world, and Splinter found out Karai was his daughter, where Shredder been lying for years. The Turtles accidentally spilled a lot of mutagen, so the mutagen landed on April's dad and turned him into a human bat. Therefore, April got mad at the Turtles and didn't talk to them until the Turtles saved April from a robot. They changed the foot soldiers into robots. They also introduced Casey Jones, this time as a teenager. I do gotta say, this Casey Jones gotta be one of my favorite Casey Jones in Tmnt. I really liked the episode when Casey meets the Turtles. It was cool seeing Casey and Raphael work together. They had a lot of cool mutants. Raphael's pet turtle turned into a mutant turtle, and he was renamed to Slash. And they had a cat turn to a ice cream cat? Dogpan got double mutated into Rajar. Wait, not that one. That one. Rajar is not the only old Tmnt character got rebooted. They had Irma, this time as a teenager like April and Casey. One of the weird things that I found from rewatching the show, that April is the chosen one for Krang, because the Krang was experimenting on her mom. But they don't really explain why. Episode 13 and 14 was really good episodes. We saw Splinter tell the Turtle that Karai was his daughter, but then Shredder took Karai after their battle in Japan. And in this episode, Leo tried to tell Karai that Splinter is her father. And in this episode, with the introduction of Tigerclaw. Tigerclaw and Karai captured the Turtles outside of Donnie because he was doing a worm thing with April and Casey. Also, we saw a cameo of the 1987 Turtles. Then Splinter had to save the Turtles, but he fell into a trap. But the Turtles was able to escape, but Splinter was still trapped. But the Turtles saved Splinter with fireworks, but they followed the Turtles on the rooftop. Then it was a big fight. Then Tigerclaw got eaten by a worm. Then the Turtles, April, and Casey were talking about they can't believe Karai is Splinter's daughter. But Karai was listening, and she was questioning, is Shredder her real father? I think you all know now. I love Tmnt 2012. But one of the things that I don't like, that an important episode happened, but the next episode is a filler episode. Don't get me wrong, I like filler episodes. But happening after an important episode is really annoying. In episode 19, Karai was hesitant that Shredder was her real father. And in this episode, we saw the return of Tigerclaw. I like how Tigerclaw explained how he came back. He was in Alien's worlds. But now he's back to get the Turtles with Karai, and they went after the Turtles' friends. Tigerclaw went after Casey, but Karai told April and the Turtles that she believed that Splinter is her father. And the Turtles sent her to the Laird, but Karai lied and had a tracker so Tigerclaw can find the Laird without the Turtles knowing. Splinter was happy seeing Karai finally knew the truth, and Splinter showed a picture of him with her mother. Karai could not believe it. She just found out Splinter is her real father. It was a beautiful moment. Karai seeing the truth. The Turtles were confused. Why she is in shock? She told them what she just did. Tigerclaw is coming. Karai and the Turtle tried to lead Tigerclaw away in a trap, but it did not work. And when Tigerclaw about to finish Leo, Karai stopped Tigerclaw and betrayed Tigerclaw and the Shredder. But Tigerclaw was able to capture Karai and brought her back to Shredder. And Shredder put Karai in a dungeon. This episode was heartbreaking. Another cool thing that happened in Season 2, Baxter Stockman turned into a fly. I really felt bad for Baxter, even though he is an evil scientist. In the same episode, Donnie made a retro mutagen to turn April's dad back to a human. But when Baxter realized Donnie made a retro mutagen, he tried to take it. But then Roger found out. Then he tried to take it. It was a fun episode, but then the retro mutagen fell on a lamppole. But then April riding her back dad. I know, it's weird. What do you expect? You're watching a show called Ninja Turtles. Just in the nick of time, April's dad got a drop of the Retro Mutagen to turn him back into a human. You're telling me Donnie made a whole canister of Retro Mutagen, but only a drop was able to turn him back to a human. But you can basically turn every mutant in New York City to a human by only a drop. I mean, what am I expecting? Realism? I'm watching a show about 4 human turtles who live with a human rat who learn ninja moves. I need to get a grip. Leo wanted to get Karai out of the dungeon, so the turtles came up with the idea to get Karai out, and that's exactly what happened. They got her out, but Tigerclaw and the foot soldiers came to stop them, but Donnie, as the getaway driver, came to save the day. And when they came back to the lair, Splinter saw Karai. It was so heartwarming, seeing Splinter and Karai together. When Karai was getting comfortable in her new home, Splinter told her the backstory of him and Shredder. When Shredder killed Karai's mother and kidnapped Karai. Karai asked Splinter why you do not want revenge. Splinter explained revenge only leads to more pain. When the turtles went to sleep, Karai went out to get revenge for what Shredder did. But Leo was awake and wanted to go with her. But she attacked Leo because she did not want Leo to help her. But when Leo got up, he told Splinter and the turtles she'd go after Shredder. But Karai came to Shredder's lair. Karai and Shredder had a battle, but Shredder defeated Karai. Then Shredder brought Karai to Baxter Shopman's lab to put Karai in a cage above Mutagen. Not to turn Karai into a mutant. She was bait. He knew that Splinter and the turtles would come. So when the turtles come, he will put them in the Mutagen to turn them into snakes. Therefore, the turtles will attack Splinter. When Splinter and the turtles arrive, the battle began. Shredder set up traps that the turtles got trapped in, but Leo got out of it. Then Leo tried to save Karai, but Shredder tried to stop Leo, but accidentally sliced the chain, making Karai fell in the Mutagen, turning her into a snake. Splinter and Shredder was sad. Splinter checked Karai. But Karai started to attack Splinter and everyone else, showing she is not in her right mind. Splinter and the turtles escaped, but Splinter was heartbroken, knowing that his daughter was turned into a mutant. But at the end of the episode, it was revealed that Karai was able to turn back to a human and into a snake because Baxter Shockman accidentally spilled some chemicals in the Mutagen to cause this. Okay, time for the season finale. April and Irma were surrounded by foot soldiers, but April and Irma escaped into the sewers in the turtles' lair. That is when it was revealed Irma was a Krang. Finding the turtles' lair was the final step to the Krang invasion. But the turtles escaped while Splinter fought off Krangs, but Leo got separated from his brothers. Where Leo fought a bunch of foot soldiers, but then Shredder sent Tigerclaw, Rozdar, and Fistface. Leo battled like a warrior and took out all of them. But then Shredder came at the end and finished Leo. Then Shredder found Splinter looking for Leo. Then Splinter and Shredder had an awesome fight. Even Leatherhead got involved. But of course, Shredder defeated Leatherhead. But back to the Turtles. The Turtles was hiding in April's house. But out of nowhere, Tigerclaw threw Leo into the window. But the turtles escaped to April Dad's van. But before they got in, April Dad got mutated again, this time into a Krang thing, by Krang Prime. But the turtles escaped Krang Prime. Then the turtles and April try to find Splinter in the sewers, while Casey's driving around holding on to Leo and looking for his family. The turtles and April found Shredder and Splinter fighting, and they could do nothing but watch Shredder threw Splinter in a sewer drain. Then Raph got so mad, but then Mikey was there to hug Raph and told him,
"It's okay, bro. Since he's a master ninja, he's gonna be just fine."
Then the turtles and April decided to take down the Krang with this awesome turtle mech. The turtle mech had a battle against Krang Prime, and the turtle mech defeated Krang Prime, but Krang Prime came back for more. The turtles cannot do anything. The turtle mech had no more power. When Krang Prime was about to end the turtles and April, Casey hit Krang Prime with the van. Then they escaped New York. They lost. New York was taken over by the Krang. Season 2 was special to me. The stuff with Karai, the introduction of Tigerclaw, and seeing the turtles lost in the season finale, this season gave me a feeling that I can't explain. They had moments where I felt sad. They had moments where I felt like I got stabbed in the heart. This season is a prime example why I love being a turtle fan.